Dear children, today let us do a new chapter, that is chapter number 16, Natural Calamities. Calamities means events causing great and often sudden damage or distress. Let us see, this girl, she said, we know that natural calamities can cause food shortages. But what causes natural calamities? Why do earthquakes occur? What causes a tsunami? How can we be prepared to deal with natural calamities? ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯥ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ natural calamities ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯥꯔꯥ ꯑꯁꯤꯁꯤꯗ natural calamities natural ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯍꯧꯁꯥ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯦꯝꯕꯤꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ ꯃꯁꯥ ꯃꯊꯟꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯕ calamities ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯏꯆꯥꯎ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯌꯨꯍꯥꯔ ꯍꯥꯕ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ cyclone tsunami ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯁꯦ calamities ꯀꯧꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ we know that natural calamities can cause food shortages. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯉꯤ natural calamities ꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗ food shortage ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯤꯟꯖꯥꯛ ꯋꯥꯠꯍꯜꯂꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯤꯟꯖꯥꯛ ꯐꯪꯕꯗ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ. But what causes natural calamities? ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ natural calamities ꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕꯒꯦ? Why do earthquakes occur? Earthquake ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯖꯨꯋꯥꯔ ꯍꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯖꯨꯋꯥꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ? What causes a tsunami? Tsunami se karina thonbage. How can we be prepared to deal with the natural calamities? Adigi karigumba sigumba natural calamities thokpa taragadi ahoina isa ngak thoknaba kari tawba tai. Sigi maramnadi ahoina naina durise. Hajik makha chathakisi calamities or disasters are terrible events that cause great damage or loss to life and property. Calamities or disasters, these are very terrible events which cause great damage in our life and property. They cause lasting distress of suffering to the people and animals in the area where they occur. So they cause these calamities, the places where they cause lasting distress or suffering to the people and animals in those areas. Calamities may be natural or man-made. Calamities, it may be either natural, either nature occurred that, or it has created by man. Calamities or disasters hairibise masidi yam tamthiba adugumba events that cause great damage masisina ahoigi miyuba hoigi punchi amasung landumda yamna amangba oihalli. They cause lasting distress of suffering to the people and animals in the area where they occur. Aduga si thukiba mafamduda ko aduda leiba mi khangde sa san khangde maduda yamna awaba ma oihalli. Calamities may be natural or man-made. Calamities sise masa mathanta ojaba aduga miyuibna thohanba simakalani thokna leiko. The calamities that occur due to natural forces are called natural calamities. So those calamities which occur, it is because of natural forces. They are called natural calamities. Some natural forces that cause natural calamities are movements inside the earth, fire, lightning, changes in temperature, and excess or shortage of water. So some natural forces which causes these natural calamities, their movements are movements inside the earth, fire, lightning, changes in temperature, and excess or shortage of water. Floods, droughts, earthquakes, cyclones, tsunamis, landslides, volcanic eruptions, and forest fires are some examples of natural calamities. So these are the example of natural calamities. Natural calamities you see such as flood, droughts, earthquakes, cyclones, tsunamis, landslides, volcanic eruptions. They are examples of natural calamities. Forest fires, famine, and wars are man-made calamities. So forest fire, then famine and wars, these are man-made calamities. The calamities that occur due to natural forces are called natural calamities. Masa matamta ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ calamities bu natural calamities ꯀꯧꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. ꯃꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ. ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. Some natural forces that cause natural calamities are movements inside the earth, fire, lightning, changes in temperature, and excess or shortage of water. ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ some naturalna ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯛꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ natural calamities ꯈꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯅꯤꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ, ꯑꯥꯔꯠꯀ꯭ꯋꯦꯛꯇꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯥꯏꯌꯔꯅꯦ, ꯂꯥꯏꯠꯅꯤꯡꯅꯦ, changes in temperature ne, and excess or shortage of water. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ excess ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯆꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯅ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯋꯥꯠꯍꯟꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯦꯁ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜ ꯀꯂꯥꯃꯤꯇꯤꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ. ꯁꯤ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯦꯁꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. Floods, droughts, earthquakes, cyclones, tsunamis, landslides, volcanic eruptions, and forest fires are some examples of natural calamities. Natural calamities ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯠꯁꯅꯦ, ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯠꯁꯅꯦ, ꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ, ꯃꯍꯧꯁꯥ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯦꯝꯕꯤꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕꯅꯤ, ꯃꯣꯏ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅꯤ. ꯐ꯭ꯂꯠꯁ, ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯠ, ꯐ꯭ꯂꯠꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯆꯥꯎ, ꯗ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯠ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯀꯪ ꯆꯠꯄ, ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯐꯪꯗꯕꯗꯣ, ꯅꯣꯡꯁꯨ ꯆꯨꯗꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯨꯅꯀꯣ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯥꯔꯠꯀ꯭ꯋꯦꯛꯁ ꯋꯥꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤ, ꯁꯥꯏꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯟꯁꯅꯦ, ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯠ, ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯨꯅꯥꯃꯤꯁ, landslides, volcanic eruptions, and forest fires are some examples of natural calamities. ꯃꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ natural calamities ꯀꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯝ ꯈꯔꯅꯤꯀꯣ. ꯃꯗꯨ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯥ. Forest fires, famine, and wars are man-made calamities. ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ forest fireꯅꯦ, famineꯅꯦ, ꯑꯗꯨꯒ warsꯅꯦ, ꯂꯥꯟꯒꯨꯝꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ calamities-ꯅꯦꯕ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ man-made calamities ꯀꯧꯏ. ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯥ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯒꯤꯗꯨꯅ natural ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯁꯥ ꯃꯊꯟꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ, ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯗꯨꯕꯨ natural calamities ꯀꯧꯏ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯀꯣꯟꯕꯒꯤꯗꯨꯅ man-made calamities ꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ calamities-ꯅꯤꯀꯣ. ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯄꯜꯗꯣ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯅꯩꯅꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ. ꯅꯣꯏ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯈꯪꯖꯤꯟꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ. ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯀ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯁꯤ. which one out of these, ꯁꯤ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯥ. which ones out of these are not natural calamities? Put a cross against them. Options given: landslides, cholera, tsunamis, famine. Very easily, see, you will find that with all options, boys, here. So you can, that means, find out which ones out of these are not natural calamities. It is important to know how natural disasters occur so that we can be well prepared to face them. So it is important, boys, to know, that means, how natural disasters it occur, and so that we can well prepared in order to solve the problem or face them. And let's learn about how they occur, their effects, and the methods we can use to deal with them. So let's learn how, that means, they occur, these natural disasters, how they occur, and if they happen, they occur, what effects we find there, and the methods which we can use in order to mitigate it or to deal with them. Advidi, it is important to know how natural disasters occur. Advidi, sisu yamna maruoi, karino maruoi je, haziki natural disasters se kamai thuige, so that masikhanga kai doduino hoina, so that we can be well prepared to face them. Madu khangjin duna hoina adudigi isase ngakthoknaba ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯟ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯊꯝꯕ ꯇꯥꯏ. ꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯟꯗꯣ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯒꯅꯤ, ꯏꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯒꯅꯤ, ꯃꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. Let's learn about how they occur. ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜ ꯀꯂꯥꯃꯤꯇꯤꯁ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯅꯦꯆꯔꯦꯜ ꯗꯤꯁꯥꯁꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯒꯦ, ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯈꯪꯖꯤꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯁꯤ. Their effects, ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯐꯣꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯒꯦ, ꯔꯤꯖꯜꯗꯣ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ, and the methods we can use to deal with them. ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯩꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯃꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯦꯁ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯣ, ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯩꯅꯔꯁꯤꯀꯣ. Cyclones ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯠꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯥ. Cyclones, see here a picture has given. This is a scene of a cyclone. Cyclones are huge revolving storms that develop above warm seas and oceans. So cyclones, these are big revolving storms, huge revolving storms that develop, that means which originated above warm seas and oceans. They are common on coastal areas and islands. Cyclones are common in the coastal areas, at the bank of the seas and islands. Cyclones are huge revolving storms. Cyclones hadi hojiki nonglei nungshitse adu karino hairubdedi huge revolving storms. Revolving hojiki storm akanba nungshit haitareko that develop above warm seas and oceans. 모이신세 hojiki somudra natragana 사거구mbagi समुद्रदगिसु हेन्ना चावदो मदुना ओशियन्स कोबनिको. सागर हामनि मदुगी मथक्ता above warm seas, warm ओइबा दुगी condition मथक्ता दुदा थोकनी. They are common in coastal areas and islands. Coastal hadi समुद्र मपान हाइतारे, अदु नत्रगना islands hadi ithat singna माइगे मरी लमदा इसिंग कोसिलगा लेबम lamdubu islands कोबनिको. मधुगुम्बदा इतत्तना थोई. Cyclones are accompanied by strong winds and very heavy rains. Cyclones are accompanied by strong winds and very heavy rains it occur there. Cyclones, they destroy everything that comes in their way when they move towards land and flood the coastal areas. So they used to destroy, damages everything that comes in their way when this cyclone occurred. When they move towards the land and it used to flood the coastal areas. Cyclones are accompanied by strong winds. Cyclones tungloy nungshit dadi kay dawi nungshit apkan na sili no matamda ko. And very heavy rains. Nung ujik nungshit siya amkan na sit paga nung su amkan na chuwi ba cyclone sik thokda. They destroy everything that comes in their way. Cyclone ki lambenda hek afangba khudingmakse ꯎ ꯄꯥꯟꯕꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯀꯩ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯄꯨꯂꯞ ꯊꯨꯒꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯩꯃꯥꯏꯗ ꯇꯥꯍꯜꯂꯤ. When they move towards land, ꯃꯗꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯁꯃꯨꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯪꯐꯥꯜ ꯂꯣꯝꯗ, ꯂꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯪꯐꯥꯜꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯔꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯂꯦꯟ ꯀꯧꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ, ꯀꯪꯐꯥꯜ ꯂꯣꯝꯗ ꯁꯤꯠꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯂꯝꯕꯦꯟꯗ ꯐꯪꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯦ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯑꯃꯃ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯑꯃꯥꯡ ꯑꯇꯥ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯜꯂꯤ. And flood the coastal areas, ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ coastal areas, ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯁꯃꯨꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯄꯥꯟꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯃꯗꯨꯗ flood ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯏꯆꯥꯎ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯜꯂꯤ. Fact and let's see. Cyclones can be forecasted by installing warning system along the coastline. This helps in warning people to leave the coastal areas well in advance. So cyclones, it can be forecasted. Forecasted means symptoms people can know, and this forecasted by installing warning system along the coastline. So this is the way. And when that means people get the sign of this, especially those people who enter there inside the say she is for catching fishes. They are one, and they are, that means they are used to give advice to back with their boat. This helps in warning people to leave the coastal areas well in advance, and then before causing that cyclones, people get warning to leave the coastal areas well in advance and to reach in a safe place, in a high place where its effect is not there. Now let us see effects of a cyclone. The force of the wind destroys structures like buildings, bridges, vehicles, and overpasses. So you see, the force of wind, as I have already cleared you, cyclone, it is accompanied, you see here, wind with strong or heavy rainfall. So the force of the wind, it destroys, it damages structures like buildings, bridges, vehicles, and overpasses. So these are used to damages by cyclones. The wind, the force of the wind, hojiki wind gi nungshit ki ko akan nungshit sisina kaidawi maduna yumgi buildings mayam dugi structure mo matuda hadi thugaiba khutpa am tohaliba, and then bridges thongumbase bridges, vehicles, and overpasses mayam sisu kaidawi thugaiba dhanba tohalibni ko. Trees and electric poles get uprooted. This affects communication and electricity supply. This is another effect of cyclone. So and electric poles, trees and electric poles which are there, they are used to uprooted by the cyclones. This affect communication and electricity supply. And it affects what? People's communication and electricity supply also. Trees and electric poles get uprooted. ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ cyclones ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯗꯨꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯠꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯁꯤꯠꯅ ꯎ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ electric postꯅꯦ ꯌꯨꯡꯉꯒ ꯂꯩꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯏ ꯐꯨꯊꯍꯜꯂꯤꯕꯀꯣ. ꯑꯗꯒꯤ this affects communication and electricity supply. ꯃꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯧꯁꯤꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯇꯦꯂꯤꯀꯝꯃꯨꯅꯤꯀꯦꯁꯟꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯅ ꯃꯩ ꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯨꯗ ꯁꯣꯛꯍꯜꯂꯦꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ. Transport system also gets damaged. So it lead what? Damages of our transport system. Transport system ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯁꯣꯛ ꯑꯄꯟ ꯅꯪꯍꯜꯂꯤ. Water gets contaminated due to floods. So water, it becomes contaminated, it becomes full of pollution. It is because of flood. This can cause epidemics of waterborne diseases like typhoid, cholera, and jaundice. So this as the water is contaminated by these cyclones, what happened there? It can cause epidemics of waterborne diseases. So many waterborne diseases it created by these waterborne diseases like typhoid, cholera, and jaundice. These are, that means, created by this contaminated of water. Boys, you must remember this. Name 2 places in India that have been hit by cyclones. 2 places of India which have been hit by cyclones. You have to write here. Precautions. See what measures will you take. That one you have to write. As and when. See, it happens. How will you save your life? That points you will learn here. Let us see. Make a list of emergency phone numbers and keep it at a place where it is visible to all family members. So make a list of emergency phone numbers and you have to keep it at a place where it is visible to all family members, where every people of the family can see it easily. Precaution ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯒꯤ cyclones ꯈꯪꯗꯦ, earthquake ꯈꯪꯗꯦ, ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯀꯗꯒꯦ, ꯃꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ step ꯂꯧꯒꯗꯒꯦ, ꯃꯗꯨꯅꯤ precautions ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯄꯥꯔꯤꯁꯦ. Make a list of emergency phone numbers and keep it at a place where it is visible to all family members. ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯅꯤ? ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ list ꯑꯃ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯅꯤ. ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤ listꯅꯣ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯏꯁꯦ? Emergency phone numbersꯀꯤ. ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ listꯇꯨꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ emergency phone number, doctor ꯈꯪꯗꯦ, police ꯈꯪꯗꯦ, ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯅꯝꯕꯔꯗꯨ ꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯊꯝꯒꯅꯤ. ꯐꯥꯏꯔ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯒꯦꯗ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ, ꯍꯦꯛ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯗ ꯐꯣꯟ ꯇꯧꯅꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯦꯕꯪ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯏꯔꯅꯤ. ꯏꯔꯒ ꯗꯥꯏꯔꯤ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯏꯔꯅꯤ. ꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯎꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ, ꯌꯨꯝꯒꯤ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤ ꯃꯦꯝꯕꯔꯁ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛꯅ ꯎꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯊꯝꯃꯅꯤ. Keep an emergency kit ready. Emergency kit you have to keep ready. In which this kit should have a torch, spare batteries, first aid kit, non-perishable food, candles, matchbox, a portable radio, and waterproof bags. So you have to do what? In that a kit. That means, as it said, you have to keep an emergency kit ready. So in that kit bag or box, you have to place a torch, spare batteries, first aid kit, non-perishable food means those food which is not rotten easily, the type of food, candles, matchbox, a portable radio, and waterproof bags. ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯗꯤ keep an emergency kit ready. Emergency kit ama ready ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯊꯝꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ. ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ kit ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯞꯀꯗꯕꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯁꯤ. ꯇꯣꯔꯆꯅꯦ, ꯇꯣꯔꯆ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯝꯃꯅꯤ, ꯁ꯭ꯄꯤꯌꯔ ꯕꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯅꯦ, ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯥꯔꯁꯠ ꯑꯦꯗ ꯀꯤꯠ. ꯐꯥꯔꯁꯠ ꯑꯦꯗ ꯀꯤꯠ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯅ ꯃꯣꯂꯣꯝꯅꯦ, ꯕꯦꯟꯗꯦꯗꯅꯦ, ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ ꯊꯝꯃꯅꯤ. ꯅꯟ ꯄꯦꯔꯤꯁꯦꯕꯜ ꯐꯨꯗ, ꯄꯨꯝꯗꯕ, ꯏꯔꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯏꯅ ꯄꯨꯝꯗꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯆꯤꯟꯖꯥꯛ ꯈꯔ ꯊꯝꯃꯅꯤ. ꯀꯦꯟꯗꯜꯁ, matchbox, a portable radio, and waterproof bags. ꯃꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯀꯤꯠ ꯕꯦꯛꯇ ꯊꯝꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤꯀꯣ, ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯀꯤꯠ ꯕꯣꯛꯁꯇ ꯄꯨꯂꯞ ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯗ ꯊꯝꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ. Listen to weather reports on radio, television, and read them in newspaper regularly for any announcements for cyclones. So listen to weather reports on radio. On radio, that means several times in a day, it report about weather, and that means in television also, and read them in newspaper regularly for any announcement of cyclones. ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯗꯤ weather report ꯁꯦ radio ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ television ꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯈꯕꯔ ꯆꯦꯗꯁꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ weather report ꯁꯦ ꯄꯤꯕꯅꯦꯕ. ꯑꯗꯨꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕꯅ ꯑꯦꯅꯥꯎꯟꯁꯃꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯟꯁꯀꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯔꯦꯒꯨꯂꯔꯂꯤ ꯇꯤꯚꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯇꯦꯂꯤꯚꯤꯖꯟ ꯇꯤꯚꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯔꯦꯗꯤꯑꯣꯗ ꯇꯥꯍꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ, ꯈꯕꯔ ꯆꯦꯗ ꯄꯥꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ. In case of an official order, immediately leave your home with your family and seek shelter with friends or other relatives. So, in case there is an official order, if anybody, that means announce that, immediately, that means promptly, as early as possible, you have to leave your home with your family members, and you have to seek shelter with your friends or other relatives. ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕꯅ ꯂꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯂꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯄꯒ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯇꯥꯕꯒ ꯈꯨꯗꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯅꯤ, ꯌꯨꯝꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯦꯃꯤꯂꯤ ꯃꯦꯝꯕꯔꯁꯀ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯁꯤꯛ ꯁꯦꯜꯇꯔ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯏꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯃꯗꯨꯗ ꯂꯩꯐꯝꯁꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯒ ꯃꯗꯨꯗ ꯆꯠꯀꯗꯕꯅꯤ. ꯑꯗꯨꯑꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯂꯦꯕ. If you are driving when a cyclone hits, park your vehicle in an open area and stay inside it. So if you are driving when a cyclone started, it hits, okay, you have to you have to park your vehicle in an open area and you have to remain inside it. ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯒꯥꯔꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ, ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯈꯪꯍꯧꯗꯗꯅ ꯁꯥꯏꯀ꯭ꯂꯣꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ, ꯃꯇꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯒꯅꯤ, ꯂꯝꯍꯥꯡ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯎ ꯄꯥꯝꯕꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯕꯤꯜꯗꯤꯡ ꯅꯨꯜꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯥꯛꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯀꯣ, ꯂꯝ ꯑꯍꯥꯡꯕ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯑꯃꯗ, ꯂꯝꯍꯥꯡꯗ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯅꯤ, ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯒꯥꯔꯤꯗꯣ ꯈꯥꯝꯃꯒ ꯒꯥꯔꯤꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟꯅ ꯐꯝꯃꯒ ꯂꯩꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ. After the cyclone has passed, stay away from damaged power lines and fallen trees. So after the cyclone over, you have to stay away from damaged power lines, and fallen trees. Drink boiled water to prevent catching a waterborne disease. You need to drink boiled water in order to prevent from catching of waterborne disease. Waterborne disease kaya maklay ko nga sa adudigi ako siya ngaktuhok na ba kay tay ising boiled water se adiki anong ba ising se thakkarabani. So let's up to here for today. Thank you all.